Dog Nation, Jackson, Jen, it's greetings and welcome to your Daily Dose Donkey with Ginger. It's your boy, the Viking Donkey, bringing you some Steelers talk. We had a bug cap earlier today where I discussed with Bugboo the awesomeness of being in, of course, Acrisure Stadium, watching the Steelers win. Maybe not an offensive slobber knocker, Gingy, but a defensive show up in the variance categories. Sacks, turnovers, Danny Dimes being Danny Dimes. Give us your take before you send it over to Laskers.
Noon Gigi in the house. Splash plays, Donkey. That's always my take. Don't you know it? And 6 turnovers checks that box. What do you think, Laskers?
Oh, definitely splash plays. And, the thing I loved, special teams showing up. I mean, granted that, the guy kind of slipped, but, hey, special teams showed up. That's a big one right there.
Well, wasn't there there was something dumb that happened on special teams too? I don't remember what it was, but yeah, the Acrisure Stadium field probably gets arguably the biggest kudos in this win, Gingy. I mean, you look at two teams that have been running the football very well, and you watch this game and just no one could cut, no one could plant, no one could do anything. That seemed to really benefit the Steelers, and sometimes you need that home field advantage, right?
Absolutely, Donkey, and we got it this time. Really, I think it did impact Jonathan Taylor. I think it slowed him down just enough.
Clearly it did, and I mean, Jalen Warren at only 1.9 yards a carry. Clearly it wasn't very nice for him either.
But it was good. Yeah, we'll get to it, Donkey. We'll get to it.
Laskers. Boswell, though, kicking good on the messed up turf this time. No divots, probably a big part of the game. But really what I want to talk about is the Steelers played really well in the middle, but that first quarter looked really terrible. And that fourth quarter, man, that prevent defense gave it up way too fast. These are things that need to be ironed out. But all in all, beating a team like the Colts that came in really hot, really going, and actually making them one dimension, only able to throw the ball, it was a nice thing to see from this defense that needs to start taking steps in that direction.
I agree. All's well that ball's wells. But why do the Steelers keep playing prevent? We've been bitching about it for years.
I don't know, because they're one of the worst teams that do it. And Gingy, my wife would be mad if I didn't kick it to you talking about Boswell by just saying Boswell good.
Boswell good. Boswell good.
Boswell good. That's true. Maybe some moot points here. The offense struggled a little more in the red zone than they had previously. Aaron Rodgers didn't seem to have it going. I mean, the one pass to Darnell Washington, I don't think he was even looking. Kind of his fault there. And
really, touchdown to Freiermuth in the red zone.
There was two really bad.
Pretty. I think it might have been 21 yards just outside, but
okay. My bad.
Freiermuth catches the ball and is smart enough to just fall backwards because that's what he needed to do. Made me happy. I love to see a good play on him.
Right, yeah, it was.
That ball was money. We get into the 4-minute offense.
Washington passes.
Yeah. 4-minute offense essentially can run the game out. And what the hell is Roman Wilson doing trying to jump over people and dropping the football on the ground?
That was really bad.
Dude.
That could have been tough. He needs to do better.
Yeah, that cannot happen. That was bad. But Gingy, any other thoughts you want to get to in this game?
Absolutely. I mean, T.J. Watt showing up. Alex Highsmith, AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Question mark.
2 sacks looked really good.
Forced fumble. All kinds of stuff going on out there. Really thought that was an awesome game from Wilson? No, Willis. Right?
Willis,
linebacker.
Peyton Wilson.
Yes, Wilson. Excuse me. Tip ball led to an interception by Sawyer. Interception himself.
Yep.
Defense was flying all over the place and really neutralized an offense that had been on historic pace through this point to the season. So kudos to them. That's what they needed to get back on track.
Since Donkey was at the game, what'd you think of the Joey Porter Jr. interception, and then actually seeing Joey Porter Sr., clapping out.
You're welcome, Zoidy. I'm saving Zoidy's life over here. Seeing Porter Jr. finally hold on to a football, my God. But I still have some issues with him because he still drew penalties. He needs to stop touching people, man. He needs to go back to kindergarten and learn how to keep his hands to himself. Oh, that kid drives me insane.
Yeah, but I think he's still one of the best coverage corners we got.
That's saying a lot for us, dude. I heard Asante Samuel Jr. just checked into town, maybe coming in to be a Steeler. That'd be nice to see. I mean, he's healthy. He's a hell of a cover corner. But that, just other random side points.
Yeah, that'd be something.
But yeah, what I really probably was the most impressive from this game, then I'll let you guys do whatever closing thoughts you want to do because, well, I covered this already today. How about a starting, and it wasn't a starting safety duo because Juan Thornhill eventually, played like 2 snaps and then stopped playing. But how about Kyle Duggar being on this team for all of 2 days and Jalen Ramsey moving back out to safety? Them not giving up any big plays over the top might be the talking point that we haven't mentioned that was most important. Because while the Colts were doing a good job moving the ball, passing the ball, they never really got that big play over the top. They had the one chance to Pierce, that he dropped. And then outside of that, they really didn't have a chance to get one over the top.
Yeah, that's what I like to see. I don't think that Daniel Jones had enough time to go over the top. That's what happens when that Steelers pass rush is clicking. It did what it was made to do this week. Love to see it.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Laskers.
I mean, no, I agree with Gingy. Like, getting to the quarterback, that's the biggest thing that we need to do. If we can't get to the quarterback, we're screwed. I mean, that's something that we have to do every week, and it looked good this week.
Mm-hmm. Now, question 2 before we go off. There's a lot of variants that worked well for the Steelers this week. The pass rush getting home a bunch of turnovers. That's how the Steelers defense is built to be. The question I have for you, and we'll start with Gingy, is do you think they can continue?
The defense maintaining 5 turnovers a game, probably not quite at that pace. But if we even continue to get half to 3/4 of the pass rush that we had that game, I mean, we dominated up front, I think, in that game. Defensive line really dominated. If we get half to 3/4 of that, I mean, yeah, I think that we exposed Daniel Jones a little bit on, kind of what some of the downfalls he has are if he doesn't have a spectacular running game.
He looks very average, yeah.
So, but I mean, after playing the wretched defensive performances back-to-back of Cincinnati and Green Bay, this was, I think, something that defense really needed in terms of confidence boosting moving forward.
And Laskers, to go to you, the offense, we ended up with 27 points, but it really felt like the Steelers should have been scoring a lot more than they did, didn't it? Like, it just felt like, if you want to start with that early game red zone,
the muff punt,
fourth down miss, after the muff punt, the offense going 3 and out to start it when we're trying to take some pressure off our defense. I mean, this was out of the last, for as good as the defense played their first really good game in 4 weeks, it felt like the offense had their first real egg in 4 weeks. I know they haven't been great, but man, it just felt like they were not even really good this week.
No, the offense looked terrible. I mean, yeah, we scored 27 points, but there was so
turnovers
many
to get there.
There was so many missed opportunities to score some more points. I mean, they just didn't look good. They looked off. I mean, hopefully the rest of the season doesn't look like that because I'm not feeling real good if that's the rest of the season.
Yeah. Gingy, trade deadline came and gone. Steelers staying pat. How'd you feel about that?
Not too excited. Really wanted to see a number 2 wide receiver come to the team, and we got Valdes-Scantling. So,
on the practice squad, baby.
It comes and it goes, donkey.
Yeah, I hear you.
I'm not very excited about the trade deadline. No, I thought we could have done better. I saw guys like Jacoby Myers
get moved
from
to
the Raiders
Jaguars.
there were
Shaheed
guys out there.
moved from New Orleans.
There were guys out there that were getting moved that I really wanted to see come to the Steelers for a final push this season, but it isn't to be.
Nope, certainly not. Laskers, how about your thoughts on the trade deadline? I mean, no movement to get them. Hell, Sauce Gardner got traded to the from the Jets to the Colts.
I was pretty disappointed.
Massive.
I mean,
That's
I agree with Gigi. It is very disappointing. I mean, I got no other things to say.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Any closing thoughts on the week, the trade deadline, before we get talking about the upcoming Chargers game?
Upcoming week. Well, looking at the injury report this week, we could have added some depth pieces, Donkey. We're looking at Simualo. That's going to be a huge piece on the line, and that's probably going to be a huge talking point for me going forward about next week's game. If we're looking at who's on the injury report right now, I really wish we could have found some depth at some of those places for sure.
Yeah, this team has struggled when it doesn't have 6 offensive linemen, and well, we don't have that right now.
Yeah, no, but okay, on an offensive good note, really like I'm seeing Troy Fontanu, Lee looking great on that side. If Broderick Jones starts locking down on the left, which I'm saying not stellar, but better, we're talking about an offensive line group with what? Pretty much the oldest guy being Simualu.
Yep.
A lot of guys under 30. That could be a squad if it really comes together that could really turn into a monster over the next 3 to 5 years.
Yeah, without a doubt. There's a lot of talent that could be there. Young guys moving well. Got to see stuff like that happening. Yeah, I don't know what to say, man. I wanted to see some depth get added. We didn't see depth get added. Maybe they're happy with what they have. I don't know. I'm not sold on the roster as it stands. But, it is what it is. Great win against the Colts, a team that finally putting up with a team that looks good. But same way we beat New England, man. Turnovers are the key. That means this team could be scary in a one-off playoff scenario. Gingy, what I want to know from you is, do you think this team has the potential to be more than just a one-off team if we make it to the playoffs at this point?
Yeah, but we're going to have some sort of spectacular performance like we did last week, right? I'm imagining that the Colts are a playoff team.
Yeah, at this point. Almost guaranteed at this point.
So if you're thinking about that as a caliber team, I still in the upper echelons of the AFC when you look at Buffalo, Kansas City, whether we're going to have a more likely chance than not to win against them. But if you're looking at playoff talent, clearly the Steelers can pull it off any given Sunday. But it has to click. At the end of the day, that was 5 turnovers with a 7-point win. So it's a little bit hit or miss there whether that's going to consistently add up in the playoffs for you. But in terms of overall prospects, I think it's looking better than maybe it has really since the leaving of Ben Roethlisberger.
Probably the scariest looking Steelers team since the Killer Bees, I think is fair to say. All right, let's move forward. Too. Let's get to the next week. We have a Sunday night game at the Chargers. The Steelers are 25-11 all time against the Chargers. That's 9-7 on the road. The last game was a Chargers win in 2021 on the road. The biggest win in this series was Pittsburgh by 37 points in 1975, 37-0. Chargers won by 28 points in 1979, 7-35. The longest streak, Pittsburgh 6 games in a row from 71 to 77. The Chargers 3 in a row from 79 to 83. The current streak is the Steelers beating the Chargers last time we played. That was at Acrisure Stadium on September 22nd of last year, 20-10. And I'm going to be honest with you. I feel like low scoring might be the way this game goes, Gingy. What you thinking?
I think so as well. I don't think that I can validly say that after what I saw last week that I can think about an offensive explosion. Again, lots of possessions, 5 turnovers, 27 points. So I can't necessarily say that we're going to get 30 right off the bat, but I sure do hope so.
That'd be sweet. Laskers, how are you feeling about this?
No, I'm definitely not feeling an offensive explosion, but I'm hoping the defense shows up, and maybe the defense scores some points.
This is a Chargers team
teams.
This is a Chargers team, don't forget, that has a lot of injuries going on with it right now. I mean, Joe Alt, the best tackle, their best left tackle, he's out. Is Omarion Hampton back, the running back they drafted? I know Najee's out. They've been without a lot of really good players for an extended period. This is another team that maybe,
Hampton
injuries
is not on their injury report.
Okay, I didn't even know if he's on the active roster because I don't remember if he got IR'd or not.
That much I can't tell you because
you're talking a team, and let's be honest here, they're a little better at the quarterback position than the Colts. I mean, I don't think anyone's going to say Daniel Jones is as good out there as Herbert. Herbert's playing pretty turnover-free football, looks pretty good for him. Defensively, they are solid. They play good. They play strong everywhere. It's a team you kind of worry about. When I look at this roster, the guys and Omarion Hampton's on IR, so he's not playing in the game. So it looks like Vidal will be the main feature back there. But when you look at this team, I mean, you're talking veteran guy like Keenan Allen, great deep threat big guy in Quentin Johnson, Ladd McConkey, great slot player. Tight ends out there, I believe it's Gadsden, who's been absolutely tearing it up and showing off this year. Outside of offensive line, man, these guys are pretty stacked at position players that have been, killing it. And that could be big problems for Pittsburgh,
Yeah, can't let them establish a run game. Can't let Justin Herbert have a ton of time.
I agree with that. You can't let him have any time.
But yeah, that's what we're looking at there. I think the Steelers do have the potential to take advantage of this game with the injuries on the offensive and defensive lines everywhere. They have the ability to take on, the offensive line for the Colts. Or not the Colts, the Chargers, man. I'm all sorts of jet lag still, pardon me. There's going to be a lot of things out there, spots for us to take advantage, and we're going to have to do what we did last week, get pressure and hope for turnovers. I'm not so sold that we're going to get them this time. But those playmakers, man, this could be very bad for the Steelers. Cross-country travel, haven't played great on Saturday night, don't have extra time to prep for this game. Herbert's the kind of guy that could shred this team. Yeah, I'm a little nervous about that, Gingy.
Let's just wait and see, Donkey. I don't know. What I am encouraged about is that these games in LA oftentimes have a lot of
home field advantage for the Steelers, right?
That's right, consistently. So I'm hoping that makes a difference, especially when it comes to preparation, Aaron in the huddle. But really just looking to see our offense do their thing. More utilization of the tight ends, more clean sheet from Aaron Rodgers. That's a key. Clean sheet. We keep seeing those. This dude isn't blowing the tops off with the numbers when it comes to passing yardage. Quite minuscule, actually. But when it comes to touchdown versus interception ratio right now, that's what we like to continue to see.
Yeah, he's been cashing in. Now, Laskers, when we get out there, the Chargers flip to the defensive side. Their front seven's pretty solid out there. I mean, with Caldwell, Naquan Jones, Teair Tart, those are good guys to stop in the run. You add into that a pass rush that's had guys like Kennard stepping up, Bud Dupree, Khalil Mack. They added Odafe Owe a couple weeks ago from the Bengals, a good one out there. They still have Denzel Perryman in the middle, along with Phillips and Tulupulu. Dante Jackson's out there, Steelers' best corner from last year. And you'd be crazy to not talk about the safety combo out there, Derwin James and Elijah Molden. I believe St. Juste is going to play again in this game. That's a defense that it's just hard to find a weakness in.
Yeah, no. I mean, the biggest thing is we got to make sure that Rodgers doesn't get sacked. I mean, that's the biggest thing. One sack. That's where we need to be. If we're any more than that, I don't feel good about the game.
Yeah, I guess that's fair to put in there without a doubt. When you look at this Chargers team, Tupuoto is the guy who's leading them in sacks. He has 7. I think I mentioned him with the front 7. Always comes over with 4. It's a team that's just deep, I guess is what I'm trying to say, Gingy. It's not necessarily one guy you plan against in these Chargers like it used to be when they had Bosa, right? Or Bosa and Mack. Then there's 2 guys. This is, they feel a lot like, who the heck played on Thursday night in that boring game? They feel a lot like their division brethren, the Broncos, where the whole team just comes at you and you don't know who to block, where to block, because every one of them is capable of putting up a multi-sack game. That makes me really nervous for the Steelers going into this one.
I agree. We're going to have to see that offensive line operating as a unit, and we're going to have to, what neutralizes pass rush, Donkey?
Running
That's
game?
Run game.
Yeah.
Run game, absolutely. So we need to see a little bit. I know Jaylen Warren did get himself in the end zone last week, but we're going to need to see some more consistent production.
And not once, but twice. It was so
Absolutely.
Nice he had to do it twice.
Absolutely. It was really nice to see twice.
It certainly was. When we get to the kicking game, I'm not sure we have a kicking advantage here. I mean, clearly, our kickers have been absolutely fantastic, right? Our kicking side of the game has been, without a doubt, top notch. But you're talking Cameron Dicker, who's missed, 2 field goals the last 2 years. And I'm just saying this because the last game I went to, I think, was a Chargers one at Acrisure. That J.K. Scott kid is freaking amazing. I think his average is 50 yards again this year. Holy hell, dude. The Steelers have a fantastic kicking game, but I'm not sure we have an advantage this week, Laskers, because that Chargers kicking game it's top notch too.
No, we definitely don't have an advantage. I mean, he's good.
All 4 of these specialists coming in here are fantastic. I mean, Gingy, if there's going to be a special teams play to be made, it's got to be someone breaking through the line, right? Because it's not going to be a kicker making a mistake.
Yeah, you say that, Donkey, but I don't know. Maybe you just jinxed it.
Yeah, I jinxed the Chargers because I said they had the better one. So if I'm jinxing anyone, it's them. Just putting that out there. Don't you try to bet. Don't you try to bet you to me. All right, so I'm about ready for cash or trash. I think we broke down what you need to look for out there, what we need to get going. Running game on offense, pass rush on defense. I think that's absolutely fair to be the most important part. So you guys ready to do some cash or trash?
Yep.
Sign me up.
We're going to start on offense because I think defense is going to be more important this week. Aaron Rodgers, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, Laskers. Cash or trash?
I'm going to cash that one in.
Nice. Gingy, Jaylen Warren.
That was a softball. Okay,
I got you a softball too here. Jaylen Warren, over 60 yards rushing and an all-purpose touchdown. So either catching or rushing. Cash or trash?
Over under 60 yards rushing. What's the sports book line, Donkey? That ain't a softball.
I don't know.
I'm gonna cash it in. Give me the 60 yards, Donkey.
All right. Laskers, you said 1 sack was where the Steelers need to be, so they hold the Chargers under 2 sacks.
Yeah, I'm going to trash that one. I just don't see us doing that.
I
know what I want to see, but I know what I want to see, but I'm going to trash it.
Gingy, a receiver breaks. Here's an easy one for you. A receiver breaks 70 yards receiving for the Steelers.
Cash it in. It'd be tougher if you asked me which one, because I don't know, Donkey. I don't know which one. But one of them is gonna.
I'm surprised no one mentioned the fact that DK had absolutely nothing last week. But we're all going to stay happy and just only happy.
Stay happy with a dub. If we had an L there, you're darn tootin'. That's coming up.
Part 1 of the show. So I have one more offense, and it's to Laskers, if I am not mistaken. And this one is going to be the one that I think might be most important, and we didn't talk too much about. The Steelers will
6 yards.
Yeah. Okay. The Steelers. I'm absolutely thrown now. The Steelers will run the jumbo package even without Simualu being there, and they'll run the jumbo package at least 15% of their plays. Cash or trash?
I'm gonna cash that one in because we're dumb.
It seems right.
No, we're not dumb, dude. I think actually running the jumbo package is important, and we need to learn how to run it without, it having to be Spencer Anderson, since Spencer Anderson apparently is our backup line. Or wait, which Anderson is it? Crap, I always mess those two up. Why do we have two offensive linemen that are both named Anderson? Come on.
It did play to our personnel group, but we'll see now.
Yeah, for sure. Gingy, defense. We're going to start TJ Watt, Redemption Tour Part 2. He gets 2 sacks this week. Cash or trash?
Cash it in for me. Let's go. He's going to be getting after it.
Nice. Lasters, the Steelers last week are able to shut down the running game. That is absolutely amazing, right? They do it again. They hold their opponent under 65 yards rushing. Cash or trash?
I might cash that one in.
Let's go.
It's going to be close. It'll be 64 yards.
If we can start stopping the run, I will feel so much better about this team. Full stop. Okay, Gingy, back to you. Boy, oh boy, did the turnovers happen in bunches. It continues, maybe not in bunches, but 2 or more turnovers. Cash or trash?
2 or more. Donkey. We're feeling pretty good after last week, aren't we? Give me more and cash it in.
Give you more and cash it in. Okay.
So
2 or more. I'm taking the
2
more.
2 or more. I like it.
I'm taking the more. 3 and cash it in. Yes.
I like it. Absolutely, Gingy. All right, Laskers, last one for you. The secondary does it again. This newfound back-end combo is unstoppable, and the Steelers don't give up a play of over 25 yards. Cash or trash?
I'm going to trash that one.
All right, Gingy, last one is for you. The last one's going to be a fun one. The Steelers fans, because I think this plays to the defense, will outnumber the Chargers fans and will make a difference in this game. Cash or trash?
Cash it in. I called it, and I know it, Donkey, to be true.
I love it. I love it there. All right, let's get a closing thought on how we think this game is going to go. Not the prediction yet. Gingy, how are you feeling the vibe of this football game?
Sunday night football, middle of the season. To be honest, I feel this is where Steelers show out. I'm thinking we're going to see perhaps a double-digit victory.
Ooh, I like to hear that. Laskers, how are you feeling about this game?
I'm going to hope with Gingy, but I don't know. I really don't know. I think it might be a single-score game.
Yeah. That's probably feasible. I really feel it's going to be a base off the run game, and I feel like the Steelers are going to have a little bit more trouble than the Chargers being at LA. I feel like the field's going to be a little faster than we've seen recently out here. So, I don't know. I'm just not 100% sure about how I feel on this. But now let's start getting to predictions. What other AFC North football games do we have going on this week, Laskers?
Browns Jets.
Ooh, Browns Jets. Let's start there. Gingy, Browns Jets, battle of the worst. Who'd you like?
Give me the Browns.
Laskers, who'd you like?
Give me the Browns. That hurts, but give me the Browns.
Yeah, I too am on the Browns bandwagon here, mainly because, the Jets pulled off their win. They can be happy for the season now. What else do we have going on?
Ravens,
Baltimore
Vikings.
Going to the Minnesota Vikings. I like the Ravens. Gingy, who you like?
The Ravens.
Laskers, who you like?
Give me the Vikings. I'm going to be different from you guys.
Nice. I like it. A little change up there. And do we have a Bongals game, or are they on a bye this week?
They're on a bye.
Bongals on a bye. So that leads us to Sunday night. That leads us to Steelers, Chargers, Gingy. I know you're feeling a Steelers win. Break it down how it's going to happen and who's the most important on it.
Give me the Pittsburgh Steelers 27-17. I did call the 3 turnovers. I think it's going to be another defensive game this week. Give me Cam Hayward coming up the middle and disrupting everything. Another defensive line crusher. Another clean sheet from Aaron Rodgers. And here we go, Steelers.
Let's go. Laskers, break down how this game's going to go.
You know, I've been picking the Steelers to lose, so I'm not going to do that this week. Give me the Steelers 21 and the Chargers 14. Give me an X factor of Peyton Wilson with 2 interceptions.
I like that.
Yes.
I unfortunately see this game going a little different than you guys. I see it going 24-17 to the bad team, the Chargers. I think the guy who's going to be the main one is Gadsden. I think we're not going to be able to slow him down. I think he's going to have a hell of a game. That's the tight end for them. Plus, when I seem to crap on the Steelers, they seem to do better against good teams, so we're going to hope that trend continues. But I like the Chargers here. 24-17, X Factor, Gadsden. I guess it's time to get to some shout-outs. Gingy, shout-out for the game.
Shout out all the turnover fellas. TJ Watt, Alex Highsmith, Joey Porter Jr., Peyton Wilson. Let's go defense. After so much shade being thrown in that direction in the last 2 weeks, we got to show them some love when they give it up. So, shout out all y'all.
Heck yeah. Laskers.
Shout out Peyton Wilson. You showed up and balled out last week. I mean, I was impressed. I thought that was impressive.
It certainly was. My shout-out's got to be, dude, 2 days on the frickin' team. 2 days on the team. And Kyle Duggar comes and does that, man. That's what I'm talking about. Stepping up and showing out. Probably the best safety play we had all season outside of when Elliott was actually healthy. And, that's all I got. So I guess it's time to let you know I'm the Viking Donkey. It's Viking_Donkey, Twitch and Twitter. Your Daily Dose Donkey Ginger's the awesome YouTube channel where you get this content. Hopefully, Bugaboo gets back to his talking self rather than his today yep self. But Laskers, let them know about you.
Laskers everywhere. If you can't find me, too bad for yourselves. Gingy.
Mutant Gingy in the house, bringing you this awesome content like Donkey's awesome YouTube channel. Here we go, Steelers. Time to get into the nice weather. Who's going to travel and go see it? I don't know. Wave them if you got them. Here we go, Steelers.